Welcome to all of our ministry heads, Connect group leaders, and everyone else, kids ministry leaders, YBF leaders. We really appreciate the fact that you're joining us. And we've needed to just spell out how the future looks, the immediate future, over the next couple of weeks. As you know, the landscape is ever changing. Things are different. What's happening today didn't happen yesterday, and what happened yesterday didn't happen the day before. And so when Jesus says, take no thought for tomorrow because each day has sufficient problems. Well, I think now we're starting to realize the truth of that word. Our streets are filled with soldiers and military vehicles. It looks quite imposing. But please listen to the message on Sunday. I've addressed this specifically. And I do want to say from the outset, send the message to your mates, whatever social media platform you have at your disposal. Send that message out because people need to hear that, you know what? God hasn't forgotten us. God is not asleep at this time. He's very much alert and he loves his church. And so that's really the message that's coming through this coming Sunday. But right now, this afternoon, I've got Adriana with me, and he's going to talk about some of the online dynamics that we are embracing. You know, this is something that we've spoken about. We were going to do this 6 months from now. We were going to get to it, you know. But now we've had to get to it in the last couple of days, you know. So here we are. It's all good. So there are several things that we need to look at. I know Adriana loves this particular thing. We're locked down, but we're not locked out. Yeah. And maybe he'll just elaborate on that in a moment. But for me, Sunday ministry is going to happen on our NCCB online. All you need to do is just stream it from your home. But the specifics of that, I'm going to give to Adriana. But let me say this just quickly as well. This is a week when we normally take our tithes and offerings. We normally do it every Sunday, but this is the week that everyone gets paid. And so what we have done is Audrey in the office, the accountant, she's managed to set up a SnapScan dynamic for us. And so all you need to do is download the SnapScan app, and we'll have the little code up on your screen, and you'll be able to kind of SnapScan it, you know. And also, if you do tithe online, that's fine. We accept that. That's brilliant. And perhaps that's almost like a preferred way of doing it. But just for folks who don't have that facility available, it's probably available, you just never used it. So let's think about that. But let's not stop tithing. Tithing, remember, is not for God. You do it for yourself. Tithing is a way that we honor God, even in the most despairing of times. And so bless you for your giving. Thank you for your generosity. But Adriana, let's go.
As Ash mentioned, it's important that during this time of the lockdown, that you're not locked out with community of NCCB. And that's why we're trying to use all our digital platforms to create a clear communication strategy, even times to interact with your connect groups, with your different ministries. There's still going to be lots of exciting things happening. People are going to be zooming in, having Google Hangouts. So we just want to use technology to the best. And just to encourage you, such exciting news that we will be streaming our services on Sundays. So every Sunday at 9 a.m. and 6 p.m., our service will be streamed on our NCCB online platform. If you want to know more details, the link will be on the website. But if you want to go to the URL, we'll put it on the screen. You can find the preaching, the online preach at nccb.online.church. And you'll see that will be our online platform where all our preachers will be on there and they'll be streamed live to you. And so it's such an exciting time that we've spoken, as Ash mentioned, we've spoken about technology. How can we stream? How can we, get into the 21st century? And this situation, although it's not the best situation out there at the moment, we can advance in what God has called us to do from a technology point of view. So we want you guys to be connected and stay connected. So your Connect group leaders and also online will have information about how to get onto our Anatomy app. Yes, you heard me. Anatomy is an app that you can download, and we're going to use this going forward as a ministry. So this is going to help with our communication. It's going to help with scheduling. It's going to help with just a whole lot of information going forward. When we do events, it's just going to make our lives easier. It's like to register for an event, you just have to click, yes, I want to go to Possess the Land, or yes, I want to go to Leadership Revolution, and you just click. You don't have to fill out your details because we'll have your details. It's all part of the Anatomy app. So I think it's super important in this time. We can all download the app and we can see what's going on from a communication point of view. But then we'll also be communicating through all our digital platforms. So Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp. If you're part of a Connect Leaders group, they'll be giving you guys information, staying in touch. Because during this time, although we have to be physically isolated, we can be socially interactive through the digital platforms, not physical. We just want to reiterate that. And then just exciting news that we will have daily devotions from Ash and some of our elders. So stay tuned. That will be on Instagram and on WhatsApp. And then we'll also have live worship on Insta every Wednesday at 12:30. Even this Wednesday, Campbell or someone else in the band they will be doing live worship from wherever they are. And I think this is such an awesome time where we can just, as a body, just worship. I know that there's a storm out there. Many people have fear and they don't know what's going on. But as a church, we can rise up and we can just and through worship, God will speak to us and God will give us peace and hope and joy. So that's super exciting. And then something to look out for is that on Thursday evenings, the Joneses, Brett and Claire, they are super competitive. They love games. Yeah. And we've got this idea of like a virtual dinner, a virtual quiz night. So you don't have to come out for the quiz. You don't have to come out for the dinner. From your lounge or your bedroom, or just make sure we can't see what pajamas you're wearing and that kind of stuff. But it's going to be a virtual quiz night. And I don't know how it's going to look, but we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. And this is what community is all about. During this period, although it's a bad situation, we can still make the best out of it.
Wonderful. I appreciate that. As you can see, these guys have been working hard just to make sure that we are communicating. If people are coming to you and saying what's happening, we're doing our best to try and keep you up to date. I know some folks have said, well, what happens to possess the land? What happens to starting point? Well, all of those things, the way we've been running them, insisted that we all get together for them. Well, that's impossible right now. And so clearly those things are not on the cards, not certainly for the next 3 weeks. We kind of, whatever we know, in that space, that's where we're working. And so right now we're just looking at the next couple of weeks, and then afterward we'll see where things go. But thank you very much for listening in. God bless you. Appreciate what you're doing. Hey, let's hold strong, man. I tell you, God is still in control. Yeah. Amen.
Amen.